What is going on, guys? Roger here, QVO Tactical. Today we are shooting a build that I'm very proud of. This is the new Sabre 18, guys. It does come as a pistol, but I did SBR it for this video. More on that in a little bit. But we also put in the new Atrius Dev FRT trigger. So let's get into it. As always, guys, before we jump into the video, I like to give you full transparency on how we go about getting products here on the channel for review. Guys, this Sabre 18 was sent to us from our friends over at Palmetto State Armory. I talk with Cameron and Justin over there regularly, and I was talking about how the new Sabre 18 would be a sweet Mod Zero-ish build. So they sent me one over for this video. In addition to that, guys, I did purchase the new Atrius Dev trigger from our friends over at Ventura Munitions here locally in Vegas. We paid for that. And then the PSA SABRE 18 was sent to us free of charge. So please keep that in mind as you watch the video. With that out of the way, let's jump into first rounds. All right, guys, time for first rounds. And these are literally going to be the first rounds out of this setup. I haven't tested it. You're going to go through the whole testing process with me with this Atrius Dev FRT. But yeah, let's get this loaded up here and see how she functions. All right, so safe, works as should. Semi. Oh, that's a double feed in there. Got failure to eject plus. That thing is wedged. There we go. All right. Okay. Now let's go to the forced reset position. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Full lock back. So we had one malfunction in the semi-auto position. So we'll kind of play with that here in a second. Look, and this was the one I ripped out of there. So maybe just the ammo, maybe just the mag. They are old GI mags. The aim point, I just mounted it on. I'll get zeroed out at 50 here in a second. I wanted to get you guys first round. So yeah, that thing rips. Like, that is what you want the FRT to do. And that feels very fun. We're going to do some suppress shooting here in a second, but I'm going to have Kevin try it out and see what he thinks. All right, we got K-Tran the man. Try it in semi-auto first, bud. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. Fun time.
Dang. It wants to go.
Full lock back, we're good. Kind of speak loud because I still got the mic on, but what do you think?
How much are they selling this for?
You can pick them up at Ventura for just a little over 200 shekels.
Yeah, I might have to pick myself one up this week.
So guys, a little special treat for you. Look who's on the range.
Hi.
We got Des out of the shop, brought her out here to the range. She can be doing some other stuff with us while we're out here, so I figured let's have her hop in on the video and check this thing out. So Des, I'm gonna have you shoot semi-auto first. I know it's been a minute since you shot a rifle, so.
Yes. Bear with me.
So go ahead and shoulder it and get a nice cheek weld that you feel comfortable with. I'm going to have you switch it to the semi-automatic position and shoot a couple rounds so you just get the feel of it. Okay. So go ahead and switch it to semi. There you go. Press off like 2-3 rounds.
Okay.
Okay, back on safe. And now I'm going to have you go to the fun switch. So kind of get into a position like if you were pushing a car, because the thing is going to recoil and come back. I'm going to brace your shoulder here.
Got it.
Just to kind of gauge if you come back.
Okay.
And then if it starts to climb on you and it's not comfortable, just let go of the trigger.
Got it.
All right, so go ahead and go to the fun position all the way to the third. Hold it nice and tight and let it rip.
I mean, that was fun.
You want to mag dump the rest of it?
No, I'm okay. You got to start off a little slow, but that was fun.
Oh, she's gonna be shooting a whole bunch more. But let's finish this out. Nice. Yeah, full cycle, lock back. Only malfunction we had was that first mag that I shot in the semi-automatic position. But let's throw a suppressor on it and see how it runs with a little more back pressure. So guys, what can we do to make this range day a little more fun? Well, we could throw on the Griffin Armament M4 SDK. This is one of my favorite Griffin cans, guys. The aesthetic for one, but the fact that it has gate lock is the other reason. So your Sabre 18 is going to come with a standard A2 muzzle device, the birdcage. Gate lock goes right over it. Nice snug fit. You'll come down, go to the second locking collar, that position. You'll come up and then you'll push in the tab, and that's it. It's on there, it's locked on, and now you can shoot suppressed. So I'm going to shoot a couple semi-auto. Little gassy, and now I want to make it a lot gassy. Woo! That is sweet, but yeah, super gassy. Right away, like my right eye was like, oh, burning like when you cut onions. But yeah, it functioned. I feel like the cyclic rate was probably much faster, having the gas, you know, more back pressure in there. But yeah, I could feel the heat coming off the can right away. I'm gonna have them try suppressed shooting, but I will say, trying to keep a visual with the optic and that gas, it's coming right there, so not the most doable setup. All right, Kev, try it semi-auto in the suppressed configuration. That's actually like pretty dang quiet, even from the side.
It is, yeah. All right.
Now, like I said, you're gonna get a lot of gas to your eye, so be careful.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah,
The
see?
last whiff, I felt it.
You got a failure to eject, so go ahead and clear that out. So lock the bolt to the rear.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there's another
Just
round.
drop the bolt and then fire it. Oh, you do that too. All right, so 2 malfunctions so far, but semi-auto suppressed, I think all day long. Like, I don't even notice the gas and it's stupid quiet, but in the faster forced reset mode, the gas is definitely an issue.
Yeah. Agreed. Doesn't kick as hard, obviously without the can, but it still wants to go. But yeah, it's cool.
All right, Des, try it out in semi-auto.
Okay.
See what you think about the recoil and how it's not loud anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Does it feel better or worse than the first rounds? Go ahead and put it back on
like,
safe for me.
Like slightly better.
Okay.
Quieter, obviously, right? I'm right here. So let's see
All
how
right.
fun we can get.
Third position.
Okay.
Go for it. Nice. I think that's the way to do it. Like little 3-4 round bursts,
Yeah.
because I feel like you don't get as much gas back in your face. How was it?
I did get the gas.
Okay. Yeah, I could see you got like
It went this way. I don't know. I feel like that was more fun than than unsuppressed. But maybe because I was anticipating it more, because this is literally like first time picking up any type of firearm
in a couple of years.
in a couple of years.
Gotcha.
Which is terrible, right? I work here.
Well, technically you pick up guns every day doing holster
I
stuff,
do,
but
but-
actually firing it,
Yeah.
different. So, cool. All right, let's. We're gonna take it back to 250 now, guys, and I'm just gonna get this aim point dialed in and see what kind of accuracy we're getting out of the 10.5 inch FN barrel that PSA is using for these builds. You guys know the drill. We are 50 yards out. Gonna see how this aim point ACO red dot and the FN 10.5 barrel group for us here at 50. Here we go. All right, let's go take a look. Down here at the target now, guys, and I'm very happy with this grouping. Let's measure it out here. Center to center on the furthest rounds, we are under a 1.5 inch group. It is just over 1.25 inches. Definitely happy to see that. I got 3 of these guys almost touching here at a sub 3/4 inch group. So guys, with a red dot, the red dot for me, it's pretty much just covering all of the 8-ring and in. So obviously I need to move my zero based on this ammo. I was shooting the SuperVel 77 grain open tip match. You guys have seen us use this stuff in some of our gas gun precision videos. So I wanted to try it here in this 10.5 setup, and these are the results I was able to produce with it. So definitely cool to see. Guys, if you're not familiar with SuperVel, they're a local ammunition company here in Vegas, and they are a big supporter of the channel. They're cranking out numbers, guys. I'm talking like over 200,000 rounds of 9mm is produced daily out of their shop right here in Vegas. It's pretty awesome. So it's not weekly, not monthly, but daily. They got 200K coming out of there. In addition to that, they have, you know, their 124s, their 115. They have their signature subsonic Hush Puppy 147. That stuff is stupid quiet in your suppressed setups. And then they have the rifle calibers like this 223 77 grain that we're using for here for better accuracy. They got their 55 grain, which you can use. And then they also have 300 blackout, and they're also working on a 40. We shot the 45, but they have some other calibers that we're working on them with. But yeah, super happy with these results. And if you're in need of some ammo, definitely check them out, because I'm happy with a 10.5 setup doing that grouping for me at 50 with just a red dot. And guys, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to shoot some on this mini ADAP steel target. So you guys are seeing it in the iPhone recording right now. That target is only 8 inches wide. So if I'm at 50 with this little 10.5 setup and just an ACO red dot, a $350 aim point optic, yeah, I'm going to be happy with that all day long. So that's with 55 grain. So if I'm hitting an 8-inch target at 50 yards with just the red dot and 55 grain certified select, so this is SuperVel's remanufactured ammunition, I'm going to be happy with that all day long. Obviously, I like the grouping of the 77 grain, but if I'm getting hits at 50 with the remanufactured ammo, like the setup is doing, it's super capable. It's doing way more than what I expected to. Now, a quick demo for you guys that are new to force reset triggers, guys. So we have the Atrius Dev trigger in here, and here it is on safe. You can see nothing happens. I'll switch it to semi, and boom, reset, reset. And now when I go to the forced reset position, you'll see that I'm only getting 1 round fired with each individual press of the trigger. Here we go. So we're going to play that back for you in super slow-mo, fully empty, locked back, full function, good to go. But as you watch it here in slow-mo, you'll see it's only 1 actuation of the trigger with each round fired, and that is forced reset. It is not full auto, and it's pretty damn awesome. All right, guys, we're going to kind of break down and go over how we have this PSA SABRE 18 set up. I brought the QVO guys out, and we did a fun night shoot. I wanted to get some more shooting and some more B-roll and just kind of run this thing through the paces more. I'd say we're probably around 500 to 600 rounds through this. Had a couple malfunctions, nothing crazy, a couple double feeds, but I mean, when you're running that fast cyclic rate, it's going to happen every once in a while, especially since this isn't really like a tunable gas system or anything like that. It's running much faster suppressed. But I also want to bring out Sal. Sal was actually in the military, and he was overseas during the GWOT era. So, you know, he saw this gun out in the field. He carried an M4 though, not this specific setup. But it was around like circa mid-2000s. So what I kind of want to do is go over how we have it set up, and then I'm going to have Sal kind of break down what was more clone or more correct for that era. So this is going to come to you guys from PSA as a 10.5 pistol. It's going to come with an HR brace. We SBR'd it. SBR stuff, the E-file took like, I think 24 hours. It was pretty dang quick. So I threw on a B5 SOP mod. I kept the original A2 grip, left the trigger guard alone. I did put some anti-walk pins just because whenever I'm running you know, guns that have a faster cycle rate, this having the Atrius force reset selector definitely shoots super fast. So I've had pins walk, that's why I threw them on there. But then it will come with this Rock River Arms rear iron. I threw on this this aim point ACO, and I used a American Defense mount. It's a lower 1/3 mount, so it's got the irons just in that lower 1/3 window. Their quad rail and their panels, I like them. There's a couple people on Instagram and YouTube that were just talking about they didn't like their panels. I mean, I think they look great for what they are. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to go spend $150 on eBay for some Knights Armament panels. They're cool and all, but I mean, this did the trick. Like, it was keeping the heat off for our hands. I picked up a GG&G broomstick handle, vertical foregrip. Threw on, this is an actual full power PEC 15. So I got, to me it's a unicorn being a black one. I have another tan one. I couldn't really find black ones, but I was able to find one. So full power PEC on there. Surefire Pro Scout IR connected to a mod button. And then I have the Griffin M4 SDK, which is one of my favorite cans because of the gate lock. It just goes on and off. It'll mount onto a standard A2 muzzle device. One really cool thing to note about this build from PSA, because they just came out with the PSA 18, guys. So the PSA 18 and the Sabre 18, I believe, are not the same guns. Actually, I know they're not, because this already came out. PSA 18 doesn't come out until the end of this week, the week that we're filming this. But my understanding, the Sabre 18, with this gun being $900, they're actually getting the barrels made specifically for them from FN. So it's a certain chrome moly that's, I guess, it's the same barrel that's used for the M249s. So they call it, what, machine gun steel?
Yeah, CMV stuff.
So this Sabre 18 is being made with that barrel that is being made by FN. And then I just threw in a Schmid single stage trigger to work with the Atrius forced reset selector. So a couple things on that. The forced reset selector, like I said earlier, we picked it up from our friends over at Ventura Munitions. If you're local, you can pick one up there for like, I think like 220 gold coins. That's what we have to say here on YouTube because they don't like us. But Landon over there, he did want me to make sure I mentioned a few things. So it wouldn't work with the mil-spec PSA trigger that was in there. We threw in a Schmid single stage, $30 trigger, awesome trigger for the price point. But then on top of it, you have to throw in, what is it, a loose weight bolt?
Oh, standard buffer with the weights in it.
So you have to, yeah, it has to be the kind of
tungsten one.
Yeah, you got to throw in a buffer that's going to shake, guys. So it has to be that. That way you don't get bolt bounce. And so Landon was explaining that to me. So I picked up an H2 and put that in there. Shooting it unsuppressed, the cyclic rate is super cool. It sounds awesome. Shooting it suppressed is definitely faster. You'll notice it when you get behind it. But Sal, with how we have this set up, if you put me on an A, B, C, D, E, F score, how close did I get it to what you think you would have saw back in the mid 2000s?
It's pretty close. Probably give you like a B, just because there's obviously new stuff on there that wasn't on there before.
I'll take it. So
but
stock wise, what are they?
Stock wise was probably an LMT or an old waffle stock.
Okay.
So LMT had the first crane contract.
I saw a couple of your builds. You shaved the nub off.
Yeah, those things are garbage. So they either used A1 style grips or just shave the nub off and then just wrap it in some 100-mile-an-hour tape.
And then you also were telling me you guys would cut the carry handle, the side off the carry handle.
The first ones that came out, they didn't have these half little rear sight things, so they would just chop down a carry handle and use that.
Gotcha.
Those were from very early GWOT, and then they came out with the LMT rear sights that looked identical to this.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's all the same stuff.
So PSA, you could tell they were making the effort to get it to look like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
These look identical to the LMT ones. As far as optic-wise, it's still an aim point. They probably had it was an M68 CCO, so it was a Comp M2. It was in a Wilcox mount.
Was it 1/3 or absolute?
It's lower 1/3.
Okay.
And just like this one. Sometimes they ran ACOGs on them and stuff. They had different laser device though, the ancient.
I actually have like a Somo Gear PEC 2 that I put on that Mark 12 build.
It literally takes up the entire top of the rail space.
I wanted to use this. It's much like Sal was shooting under some night vision with it, and I mean how easy it is to see.
Oh yeah, it's way better than having that gigantic thing. You can't even grip it properly. The only real difference in this is the rail. It's their quad rail. The original ones probably had like a RAS. Early ones had a RAS or a wrist, and the broomstick handle kind of the same except Knights Armament. Can was probably a Knights Armament NT4.
That's what they call the corn cob.
Yeah, the corn cob one, which is this one pretty.
That's why I like that Griffin M4 SDK.
Yeah. And then for the light, they had different ones. They had Pentagon lights. They had like a little illuminator laser thing on them. I also saw mostly the old fat body M951s on there. Some of them had the newer Insights, but that was pretty rare.
Boosting a whopping 250 lumens.
Yeah, it was all incandescent lights, and they had the filters on them and stuff like that. I didn't see these too much just because the SF, you know, the ODAs, they didn't all of them get this stuff. This wasn't issued to every single ODA like the, you know, the Block 2 was. So it was most of the SIF guys. It's a special unit that specialized in like a hostage stuff or VIP escorts.
Gotcha.
Or all
Dignitary
a lot of
protection, stuff like
CQB
that.
stuff. Yeah, because this was easier just to manipulate inside of a vehicle. Same thing with CQB. So those guys are the ones who got them. So those are special units inside of Green Beret squadrons.
Were you rocking like the 14.5 M4?
Yeah, everyone did. Everyone had a 14.5 with either M68 or we ran ACOGs.
Gotcha.
And just the Maytech rear sight, the flip up. But besides that, I mean, you got it down pretty good. I think PSA has got something great here for the price point. I think the only huge difference would be the rail and then the barrel. This is a 10.5. I believe the original CQBR receivers were a 10.3.
Gotcha.
But besides that, I mean, it's pretty.
I'm pumped that they're using the FN barrel, and then, like, when I think about, like, you know, the gun's what, 900, and Aimpoint ACO is the more budget friendly, so it's like 350. So we're at what, 1250 there, and Griffin suppressor's probably 1,000, maybe on sale less. But I mean, you're still what, sub 2,500 when you get the trigger and everything else. And you know, to me, it's like if you're gonna make a clone gun, you want it to shoot just as fast as the real one. So with, you know, using force reset selector, force reset trigger, whichever you have, like the Atrius, I think it's great because the price point on it is, you know, $200 versus other ones on the market. I do think they're coming out with an ambi one. It'd be nice to see an ambi one, but with this being, you know, a military clone style gun, they don't come with ambi, so I was fine with it. But it's super easy to install and it functioned great. Like, I mean, you've probably shot more full auto stuff than most of us. How did it feel to you?
It felt great. Yeah, no, it felt good. I mean, for this price point, if you know, exclude some of the higher end stuff on here, like the lasers and the lights and all that, if you got a great budget, you know, mod zero basically. Yeah,
I mean, if you just do it in pistol form, 900, and then the trigger puts you at a G. And then if you want to go nice with that, I mean, because you get the primary arms 30mm for like $100.
Vortex stuff.
Yeah, the Vortex one. So you could be sub $1,500 and have a dope setup as well.
You could run a Streamlight or something if you know, a little bit more budget friendly. But yeah, I mean, for the price, these are great.
Yeah, I was talking to him about the price today before we came out to the range, and he's like, "Whoa!" And but yeah, if you pick one up, they are in stock. Last time I checked on the website, so PSA was, you know, Cameron and Justin were cool. They sent this out to us for this video. I like building all this clone stuff. I buy a lot of their H&R guns. So, but if you guys have any questions, comments down below, let me know. I know you guys are always asking like for build lists. Well, guys, we just, you know, talked all throughout, so everything's there. If you have questions, if we miss something, let me know down below. We're gonna do a little more shooting because it's actually nice out here in the middle of the desert when it's 11 o'clock at night and not 11 o'clock in the morning. But appreciate you guys watching. Sal, thanks for coming out to shoot, man.
For sure, man.
Cameron, Justin, keep up this, like, you guys are pumping out, like, I can't keep up. Like, I keep buying new PSA stuff every other week, and I'm pumped for you guys. So I appreciate you guys sending this out, and we shot all the SuperVel with it, and it worked great. So appreciate you guys watching. As always, we'll see you in the next one.